Don't know if you can see it, but on the back of this truck, written in the dirt, it says, God is good. God is good. Once you say that, now you must clarify to me what good is. God is good. If you say that good is God, if you try to reverse it, there's still the need in truth for what good is. What is good? What is the attribute of good? What are the qualities of good? How is goodness quantified and qualified? God is good. When this goodness of God is brought forth in the world, when one acts in faith and belief in God, and they commit acts of goodness, what exactly is it that one does? What exactly is it that one does towards another person? What exactly is it that one brings forth into the world? Defining goodness is a necessity. When I offer that God is truth, I must first correct that and say that truth is God. For truth comes first. Truth is God, and when I say truth is God, the use of God is only used for a full understanding of what truth is. Truth itself is God. The word truth itself. Now, in a sentence for clarification and overstanding, understanding of what truth is, then I would say truth is God. To give you bearing on what truth is. If one was to get rid of the word God, truth is that which can be adequately, appropriately put in its place. Truth is actually that which we are seeking, that which we actually speak of when we say God. They are interchangeable, but if one has precedence over the other, it is truth that comes before God. It is truth that validates what God is. It is truth that validates what the word God is. Those letters, those sounds, those vibrations emanated by those letters in all languages. Truth is God. So when one says God is good, and defining what good is, and all that you may apply, and all those things that you may put up against each other, there is truth and there is everything else. There is the word truth and there is everything else. There is the attribute of truth and there is everything else. There is the quality of truth and there is everything else. What is good? If you bring forth and say good is a multitude of things, once you bring in more than one thing, then everything must be judged in quality. Once you bring in a quantity, then you must be judged in quality. Once you bring in more than one thing, then each thing must be spoken to in its power, its being, must be defined, must be verified, validated, and vouched for on exactly what it is, its place, its stature, and where it lays upon the line of all things that are stacked up next to it. What is good? And I ask you, what is good above truth? In any belief, in any faith, in any attribute, in any word that you can bring forth to me, offer to me, what is it that is greater than truth? Is the truth that validates, vouch for, and verifies these other things, or do these other things vouch for, verify, and validate truth? You will see it only goes one way. Truth speaks to all these things. Truth determines all these things. These things do not speak to truth. They do not speak of truth. They speak of themselves. They speak of other things. Whereas truth speaks to itself, it is only because it is itself, and there's nothing else that speaks to it. There's nothing else that can speak to it. There's nothing that can speak to God but God. And there's only by way of God that anything else can be spoken to or about. Can't be done. And even you know I don't use the word can't. But it can't be done. God is indeed good. Because God is indeed truth. Truth is indeed good. Truth is indeed God.